Hi everyone, I'm Jelin Jel S. Ortiz, giving you knowledge on how technology affects teaching and learning. Today, I will be discussing Lesson 2, Teaching with Technology. The technology has changed the world of teaching and learning. It is because of modernization of all things, including teaching techniques. And how we use it makes the difference. Are you all agree with it? If yes, we will go on to the effects of technology on learning and teaching. What the experience teaches us. Take note, experience is the best teacher and we will learn from it. So why we should use technology? It develops interactivity that involves the actions or input of the user. Content delivery or revision that enhances of the way we deliver contents, also easy to edit what is errored. Managing learning and resources. We can manage and use other resources as we wish to. Collaboration. It develops partnership with others in merging ideas. Next one is communication. It helps improve social aspects and good relationships towards others effectively. Next is sense of cohort. It develops how sensible we are to evaluate things in common. Next, variety of teaching and learning preferences. It gives us options what technological tools we use or prefer to use. The last one is formative and summative assessment that enables us to develop and collect information. So how does the technology help? It allows students more control of their own learning, allows lecturers to guide more and teach less, allows students to build up knowledge and become part of the teaching process, can provide some really engaging learning experiences. Teachers can provide scaffolding or guidance on the other term, and also safety nets. It is also at risk because students can be identified more quickly. The last but not the least, technology can be collaborating and can be very well supported. The next one is integrating internet-based technology into teaching and learning. These are the reasons for using technology in education. The first one is to provide opportunities for more learner-centered instruction. Second, permits instruction to be contextualized, allows students to explore, make mistakes, and learn from their errors, leads to more active and interactive modes of instruction, and it results naturally in greater collaboration, cooperation, and small group work. Next, these are the best practices in higher education. First, good practice encourages contacts between students and faculty. So, teachers and students must have great communication. The second one is good practice develops reciprocity and cooperation among students. Students must show participation in school activities. The third one is good practice uses active learning techniques. So, students should practice participation in class to develop his or her own skills. Lastly, good practice gives prompt feedback. So, being an effective student results satisfactory grades. So, if you want to be, then go for an effort. So, what technological teaching should be used? For some, it might mean using PowerPoint presentation or student classroom response systems in lectures. Others may think of podcasting lectures, and still others may think specific disciplinary applications such as assigning web-based interactive learning modules and simulations to teach skills and concepts. So why do we need technology? Technology ushers in fundamental structural changes that can be integral to achieving significant improvements in productivity. It is also used to support both teaching and learning. Next one is technology infuses. Technology infuses classrooms with digital learning tools such as computers and handheld devices. It expands course offerings, experiences, and learning materials. The next one is blended learning. Blended learning opportunities incorporate both face-to-face and online learning opportunities. The degree to which online learning takes place and the way it is integrated into the curriculum can vary across schools. The next one is strategy of blended learning. The strategy of blended online learning with school-based instruction is often utilized to accommodate students with diverse learning styles and to enable them to work before or after school in ways that are not possible with full-time conventional classroom instruction. As you can see on the screen, there are two components presented: the traditional and online learning, merged together, that is equivalent to blended learning. On the left corner of your screen, you can see an image that is presented on how does a typical week look alike in a blended learning situation. In continuation of the previous slides, these are the possible scenarios in asynchronous learning activities, including quizzes and researches. While in synchronous learning activities, it involves interaction with your teachers and classmates through discussion virtually. Instructional technology. Instructional technology, or IT, has become an important part of teaching and learning within the classroom, as well as working with fully online environments. Resources for educating and assisting faculty about the best practices for using technology has become crucial. Next is technology influences teaching. Using technology to enhance teaching and learning practices in the classroom is become commonplace. Students constantly interact technologies such as iPads, mobile phones, the internet, and social networking tools outside the classroom and have an expectation that these techniques will also support the learning in the classroom. Next, teaching facilitates only. Learning is seen as essentially a social process, requiring communication among learners, teachers, and others. This social process cannot effectively be replaced by technology, although technology may facilitate it. Next, learning-centered teaching. Are we as teachers losing our power? That's a question. Learning-centered teaching includes the learner in decision about curriculum, instruction, and assessment. It acknowledges, respects, and accommodates differences of background, ability, style, and experiences. Treats learners as co-creators in the teaching and learning process. Let's proceed to PowerPoint. There are three things you must remember in creating effective presentation. First is be simple or simplify difficult materials. Among all of those hard things, just choose simplicity. Second, use it as a supplement, not the entire presentation. You must slice the whole point of information into chunks so it is more easier for you to intake. Third, focus on learning, not technology. You should focus on what is essential to learn rather than wasting and taking time with technology that is not essential for you to learn. Next is technology integration. Why integration? Integration is needed to operate and incorporate as equals into a society or an organization of individuals of different groups. According to Dennis Murray, technologies do not bring up revolution, people do. Every human has the capability to rule using technology and innovation. New questions that must be answered. How do students learn? Students learn by observation, researching information about their queries. How can teachers help students learn better? The teachers can help students to learn better by guiding and showing assistance. On the other word, scaffolding. Next is integrating internet-based technology into teaching and learning. These are the examples of internet-based technologies: internet, emails, listservs or discussion board, video conferencing, whiteboards, personal digital assistants. Next, infusing technology into classrooms. So how is technology used as a tool to enhance education? Communication. Communication is important to connect towards others. Collaboration. Collaboration is also needed to share your knowledge and develop partnership. Content engagement. Content engagement, you must aware and engage of a certain content you are alluring with. Organization and management enables you to learn to categorize, organize, and manage things effectively. Expand and maximize learning by viewing your favorite online resources. Next is technology integration. The goal of integration is to use technology seamlessly in the classroom so that the technology itself is invisible in support in learning of standards-based technology. Employing technology provides a variety of new ways to learn and in the process foster independent thinking, problem solving, and collaborative learning. Let us now proceed to I, implement, integrate, infuse. It helps in seamless technology, participate in technology-based instruction, storyboard of lesson plan, scaffolding and templates, how to, step by step, infuse resources in funding, software, equipment, people, training, supply, and students. It also allows flexibility and role shift. These are the top 10 integration tips. First, start a lesson you are familiar with and have taught before. And focus on the learning objective. Second, make it interactive and fun. Third, problem-based activities will engage to make relevance for the students. Fourth, do it yourself first. See one, do one, and teach one. Fifth is to build relationships towards others. Number 6, talk about copyright often because copyright infringement is legally prohibited. 7th, know the standards including state, NETs, information literacy standards. 8th, revise teaching styles to accommodate technology. So to fully integrate, you must have the two, adjust and adopt. 9th, use peer observations and online video demonstration as often as possible to learn more. Last but not the least, number 10, tap into students' creativity. So, as a teacher, you must motivate your students that she or he has done well for her or him to be inspired to do more. Next is integrating internet-based technology into teaching and learning. First, let us discuss about adult education teachers success educators. It increased number of teachers incorporating use of education technology as regular part of their instructional techniques. Increased satisfaction level of teachers with the level of support for using education technology. Increase opportunities for all adults learner to gain experience to computer technologies and develop technological skills. Next is integrating internet-based technology into teaching and learning. This time, we will be discuss about adult learners' success indicators. It increased number of teachers incorporating use of education technology as regular part of their learning and parenting applications. Increase satisfaction level of learners with the level of support for using education technology. Increase opportunities for children and spouses of all adults learners to gain experience to computer technology and develop technological skills. Next, these are the 4 key areas in technological teaching. First, increase learner motivation. Second, advanced topics mastered. Third, students acting as experts. Lastly, better outcomes on standardized tests. The learning methods of teaching are changing. Are we ready? The answer is yes, we must be ready. And we should embrace modern ways of teaching involving technology. Let's know how to adjust and adapt for our own good. Because whether you like it or not, technology will be always part of our daily lives. So, to sum up things, I will leave you with a quote. Learn to develop passion to computers and technology to survive teaching. We all need it because we are future teachers, future educators. We have to teach our students appropriately and effectively to the lesson that they wanted to learn. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've learned something from my discussion. Laban, future teachers!